What's up, Samuel? Chris here, the owner of CNP Marketing Design, and in this video, I'm going to show you what you can do to bring more customers straight to your business using a few different strategies that work perfectly in less densely populated areas such as Lewis County, Washington. So I'm going to go over a couple different strategies with you today, and the first one's going to be Google Business Profile, the second is going to be Facebook ads, and the third is going to be Google ads. But before we get into it, first off, man, I know you said that you have a lot of websites that you've created. Honestly, this website looks awesome. It has everything you need here. I love the design of it and the layout. And I guarantee it's better than all your competitors' websites, right? Because not a lot of people in areas like this is going to go through the extra effort to make a website that looks really presentable. So great job there and awesome separating yourself from the competition. But getting right into it, I want to go over the Google Business Profile first. So the first thing you see here is just that, the Google Business Profile. And the amazing thing about this is that when somebody's looking for any kind of services that you offer in any of the areas that you target, if you're targeting them with this Google Business Profile, you get the opportunity to come up here in this top position. The first thing that they see, if you have good reviews, you have better than your competitors, they can call you right from there. A lot of people pick this over scrolling down here to the websites. Because obviously, in an area like this specifically, you just have a lot of directory sites, but these are all local businesses and it already supplies a ton of information, which is why people prefer going here first, right? Now, on top of that, you could be having a Google ad running at the same time. So let's say they looked up any of the words that you were relevant for in your Google ad as well, you'd be coming up here twice, right? Which makes it that much more likely that somebody's going to click on you and call your business, whereas everybody else is just going to be on there one time. So how do we actually rank here though, right? And what does it cover? So the cool thing about Google Business Profile and all of these different strategies that I'm giving you today is it covers entire regions. So one of the other cool things about Google Business Profile is that it captures all of the near me keywords. So let's say somebody is, I'm not going to butcher these names. Let's say there's an easy one. Let's say somebody's here in Morton, right? And your Google Business Profile is set up right here in Glenoma, right? So if somebody's looking up pressure washing near me, and your reach goes through Morton, you're going to have the opportunity to come first in that position, right? Because if they look up near me, Google's going to pick up their information, pick up their location, and it's going to put them with the most relevant option for them. And you can go up to 20 miles in a radius around you, right? Depending on how much power you push to your profile. And how you do that, I'm going to go over with you right now. So these are going to be the biggest things when it comes to ranking your Google Business Profile. I'm going to breeze over these real quick because I don't want this video to be 30 minutes long, but citations are going to be the first thing. A citation is a directory site such as Yelp and Yellow Pages where your business information is listed, such as your name, address, phone number. Those are the biggest three that you want to focus on, but adding in complete information as it matches to your Google Business Profile, such as your descriptions, your logo, and any other information on your Google Business Profile that you can, is going to make it that much more effective. How many reviews that you have and how well rated also highly impact your rankings. Now, location-based relevance, you have a lot of opportunity to create content on this profile. You can have posts, you can have descriptions, you can have questions and answers. And the more keywords, the more words that you add in, such as, if you're targeting Lewis County or specific areas such as Mossy Rock, Morton, Glenoma, you want to add in those words into that type of content. That's going to make you more relevant content-wise in those areas, right? And the same thing is going to go with your services. So keyword relevance for your services is also super important, and you add those the same way. You add them into your content. Now, photo optimization and geotagging is a little bit different. You want to optimize the photo for the correct file size and file coding, embedded keywords into your file, because it allows you to actually have a lot more power out of these pictures. You also want to geotag them because it puts location-based relevance on there as well. So it makes it look to Google that you did the service in the area that it's geotagged, because typically, you can set up your phone to take a picture when you're done with the job, and to Google, it makes you more relevant in that area because it makes it look like you did the job there. Right? The amount of content that you're putting out is also very important. At least 3 times a week, you should be posting on your Google Business Profile and your other social media sites. And that leads me to branding. How many other social media sites do you have and how much you're pushing on them is also going to have a huge impact. And if they're connected to your Google business profile, if they're not going to do much for you. You also need to know, and you probably already know this knowing about websites, but have local schema coding embedded into your HTML, right? When you do this, you interconnect all of these social sites, all of everything that you have. You can add into the schema coding, which is going to make a brand hub out of your website. In addition to you being able to actually create a brand hub by interlinking your citations, your directory sites, and your social media sites and anything else that you possibly can to the website itself, creating the website into a brand hub. Now, your questions and answers, the more that you have, the better, and the more relevant content based on all this other information that I've given you that you add into your Q&As are also going to help. And your accuracy of the information across the web is also super, super important. If you have, 10 different social sites saying 10 different things, it's not going to link very well, and it's not going to give you the consistency that you need for Google to say, okay, this is one business and see you as a brand rather than just as a single business with singular assets. Now, there is a lot more to this and a lot more to list, but these are going to be the biggest things that you want to focus on. Facebook ads being the second thing. All right. So the cool thing about Facebook ads, you can get leads, quality leads from anywhere between $5 to $15 if you do this right. Sometimes even a lot less, right? If not, obviously it's going to cost a lot more. But you want good before and after pictures or a promo video ideally, and testing your market to find out what's reacting best. Videos, short videos, going over your services, something that you've tested on TikTok that gets a great reaction is typically going to be the best thing for you. But solid before and after pictures of you standing in the same exact spot with good lighting, really showcasing your work is going to be one of the biggest things for you if you don't have those promo videos. But engaging media, something that catches the attention of the people that see it, is crucial for Facebook ads because that's what gets them to stop in the first place, right? It's the media. Then after this, you want to create your targeting, right? So really the best way to do this is just making it as general as possible and then running your campaign for a while to give Facebook enough time to optimize these ads to the people that are reacting to it. Because over time, if they're liking it, if they're sharing it, if they're commenting on it, if they're sending you messages on it, if they're filling out your lead forms, Google's going to find the relevancies between those different types of people, and it's going to start targeting those types of people more often. So the longer your campaign runs, the more effective it's going to be at finding the right people that are converting on your ads. Your ad copy is the most important thing when it comes to a Facebook ad. Now, if you're writing an ad to everyone, you're really writing it to no one because you have to know exactly inside and out who your ideal customer is, what they care about, what their positive and negative emotional triggers are, what their logical buying reasons are, and all of that information if you're going to write ad copy that actually resonates with that person and not just trying to write an ad marketing yourself, right? Because if you're doing that, people are going to think, oh, this guy's just trying to sell me something. Oh, this is just, another one of those pressure washing companies. You want to come onto people's side, right? And to get people to know that you understand them, you understand what their worries are, you understand what stresses them, you understand what problems they have, and you're offering this as a solution, right? But over and above all, you really need to be patient and test different methods because every ad in every single market is going to react differently. If you grab something from Florida or even another county over, it's going to have a different reaction because that's a completely different market with different demographics, right? Now, Google Ads, I love these in the beginning because they are very intent driven. The prospect already wants this service, right? And we can actually analyze the data at the beginning to find out how it's going to perform. So I don't want to spend 30 minutes going over this, so I'm actually going to leave this information up on the screen for you to pause the video and look at. But if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask me, and I'll answer them as best as I possibly can. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit so you can get this bottom portion. And then when it comes to Google Ads, having a highly converting landing page is crucial. You could always send them to your website, but it's not going to react as well, and it's not going to increase the quality of your ads, right? There's a lot of different things, such as making sure the search queries from the ad are on the landing page. That's going to increase your ad's quality score, and that's going to lower your cost per click, and it's going to increase the delivery of your ads to the people that are searching for them rather than your competitors. So it's super, super important, especially on Google Ads, that you have a highly converting landing page that goes over at least these base principles and knocks all of these off, right? Now, this is an example of what the numbers look like for Google Ads. If you had an average cost per click, the price that somebody pays, or what it's going to cost you for somebody to click on your ad, your average clicks to get a lead, let's say it was 10 to 20. That's rate and range is actually being, all of these are very generous. Your average leads to land a deal, let's say it was 2, and your average cost per deal, that means by the time they actually get converted on your landing page, it's costing you anywhere from $20 to $40. And let's say your average profit per job was only $200. That means you're making at least 5 to 10 times more than you're paying in ad spend on these ads, right? Now, I'm not sure where your margins are specifically, but if you multiplied your average profit per job, the number of jobs you would get, if you dominated this entire area, both on Google and on Facebook, how much do you think you guys could be making this year if you actually did this? And Samuel, this is what I do for a living. And while this video is going to help you start generating a really good amount of revenue, if you want to step it up, go after larger areas, more keywords, or if you just have any questions whatsoever about any of this or any other strategy that could be beneficial for you, you're more than welcome to shoot me a message back. You can give me a call or text at 330-978-5004. Either way, I would really appreciate just a line of feedback so I know whether or not you got some value to this video or if there's any other thing that I can do for you. Thank you so much, Samuel. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon, my man.